right? Okay, so then we print. Again. We use the triangle function. We pass in the variables base and height as the arguments to this function. Okay, now let's move on to rectangle. Now rectangle, we under try we say length equals to int input what is the length, width equals to int input what is the width, and except. Then we raise the exception. Please enter only a number, like the same thing that we've been doing, just for a rectangle. So every single time the user puts in an input, and every time we print, it always refers back to its respective function. And so this is a neat approach to. It's a neat and organized approach to creating something like this. And I think just like the purpose of functions is to already define some certain amount of code and store it into a certain tool. Like you're making your own tool when you're making a function, right? You're defining what it's going to return, what arguments it takes in, and you're going to use that same function. It's like any function, like square, triangle, rectangle. And if it's none of those, if it's not circle, triangle, rectangle, square, then, and if it's done, because remember what I said at the beginning, this is, while true, it's really tricky because it's a forever loop. It's going to go on forever. And we need to break that. If the user says, okay, I've done enough calculating for the day, I need to stop. So they're going to enter done, and in a neat fashion, it's just going to break the loop. And go back to the last line of the code. Thank you for using your calculator. Now, if the user enters none of this, if they enter something like cat or dog for some reason, or anything that is neither of these shapes or done, right? If it's none of that, then we're just gonna tell the user, please enter either circle, square, triangle, rectangle. And after that, it's going to go all the way back to the next iteration at the beginning of the loop. And okay, so let's run this. And let's try to get an idea of what it looks like, how it works, and why it works. Okay. Enter a shape. Circle. I like circles. What is the radius? Now, we can enter whatever we want here. If we do that, then what the code does is, we enter the radius, what is the radius, and it prints this. It uses the circle function and passes in radius right here, and it returns again the formula, radius squared times pi r squared, and so 4 squared is 16, and 4 times pi is this number over here. Okay. Enter a shape. Again, because once we've printed this, right, then it basically just wants to go back all the way at the beginning of the loop, because this block of code is executed, and these blocks of code won't be executed because Python knows that we entered circle. And once we're done doing this, it, again, like I said, it goes back to the next iteration. So it goes on and on, infinite iterations, right? So we could do something like triangle. Base is 10, height is 5. That's 10 times 5 divided by 2, that's 25. Accurate. Enter a shape. Square. What is the side length? 5, 25, beautiful. Now enter a shape, rectangle. Once again, look, it keeps asking us what the shape is. What is the length? Let's say 6, so what is the width? Let's say 7, 42. Makes sense. Now let's say we enter something like, what's another shape? Okay, trapezoid. It says, please enter either circle, square, triangle, or rectangle. So nothing besides that. And now let's say we're done. We can just type in done. And thank you for using this calculator. It ends in a really neat fashion. Now let's check out our try and accept. So if we have like circle, and keep in mind we entered the C at the beginning of the circle. It was capital, but here it changes it to lower. So if whatever value this is, if you lowercase that, and if that's equal to circle, then you move on. What is a radius? Let's say 6. Okay, we would say 6, but here's the thing. What if we say 6? Like S-I-X. Well, it's going to give us the error. It's going to be, please enter a number. That sounds familiar because that was our kind of custom message to the user that, hey, please enter a number, not the string or anything else. Alright, so that works, and I think that this was useful, and I just hope that this video helped you just go over a few like fundamental concepts in Python, because these are very important and very helpful. If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you in the next one. For now, bye.